Hi, I'm Robey Jenkins of Precinct Omega, and today I'm going to take a look at some miniatures from a company called Sayiner Microtoys. Now, as you can see from their website, Sayiner Microtoys is a predominantly 6mm science fiction miniatures company. They do make some other scales, particularly 15mm, but 6mm is where they're focused, and they predominantly make in resin with some metal pieces, and they are almost all single cast, single mold models made from traditional media. That is, as you can see from this new building set, they are actually built out of solid masters that are made predominantly from plastic card and then cast. So I've been sent this new building set. Now, actually, one building is missing, and we'll look at that painted later. So there are 7 buildings in this set, and as I say, these are single piece casts, and they are handmade masters, which means that they are cursed with some of the usual drawbacks of this kind of mold, including bubbling and pitting around the miniature. These aren't the only buildings that are available from Sayiner Microtoys. We've also got these quite clever multi-part blocks, which are, as you can see, can be made into various different shapes. These suffer less from the problems of the bubbling and pitting that we saw on the new building blocks, but they do have their own issues. As you can see on this dome piece, there is still evidence of the original polystyrene master from which Ali, the owner of the company, cast the piece originally. Here is a collection of both sets together with some mechs from EM4 to give you a sense of scale and how they fit. As you can see, they really do come together quite nicely to get the sense of a mix of different buildings. And here are some painted examples that I've done for us to have a look at. Now, overall, the quality of the casting is not terrific, as you'll have seen. These are pretty basic single-piece molds. The issues of the pitting, the bubbling, I don't actually consider to be something that should concern your typical 6mm wargamer. At that scale, those issues really look like nothing more than appropriate battle damage. At most, that's even if you even notice them. That said, the prices, as you'll have seen, the new building blocks is up at $12. At current exchange rates, that's about £10. And the multi-part blocks are $7 for fewer pieces, but it's a comparative price. You can get very similar sort of building collections from other manufacturers. Good example might be Brigade models at a very similar or lower price, and those pieces have been 3D sculpted on a digital medium, on a laptop or a computer, and then cast from 3D printed masters. And that does mean that the precision of the sculpting, the alignment of the parts of the buildings on these other manufacturers are superior to what you're getting from Sayiner Microtoys. The prices are also fairly comparative. They're either of a similar price or in some cases less than what Sayiner Microtoys is selling for. So my assessment of the Sayiner product is that they're perfectly adequate products for 6mm wargaming. I'm very pleased to have them. I would definitely buy more. But the price is pitched, I think, a little high to be competitive in the market. If they were just that couple of dollars cheaper, it would make a big difference to whether they were competitive against alternative manufacturers. Having said all of that, as you may guess, Sayiner Microtoys, from the name, is a Turkish company. It's owned by one person who does all the sculpting, all the casting. His name is Ali Doğan Sayiner. I know Ali through Facebook, very good guy and a supporter of Horizon Wars, so I have a great deal of time for him and his company. And as far as I know, Sayiner Microtoys is the first Turkish miniatures wargaming company, at least the first one based exclusively and selling exclusively from Turkey. So perhaps in its own right, Sayiner Microtoys deserves some credit and some custom just for that basis. Having said that, I think the price point still needs some adjustment, and whilst I love the quality of what Ali is managing to produce through traditional sculpting methods, I would strongly encourage him to start looking towards the digital sculpting tools that are being used by companies at the moment. So that's Sayiner. I've got a few more miniatures from Ali to show you in future videos, which we'll look at in more detail. Here are the buildings, or some of the buildings that I've had a look at in this review, painted up with a couple of mechs to show how they look as a group. But we'll come back and look at some more from Sayiner Microtoys in future videos. But for now, that's all I've got to say.